Hello everyone, how are you? Yeah, today we are going to be back with the F8 ACCA Audit and Assurance. We are going to cover the multiple choice questions, okay, scenario based. And this will, when we are doing this, we are going to cover the each and every option and whether it is applicable and what are its explanations, and subsequently we are going to select the one. If you have any doubts, any suggestions, please write in the comment box, and we will going to agree with that, and we will going to take forward those things. It will those comments will be considered in the future videos as well. And a small request at the beginning, that please, if you are satisfied, please like it, share it, and subscribe it. Okay, that's very important. And you want any specific suggestions for any specific topic to be discussed in F8, please let me know in the comment box, and I will come up with those topics before the examinations as soon as possible. Okay, so this is where we are covering. Is that this? It is a continuation, isn't it? I am having other videos are there with respect to MCQ, and continuation to those videos. We are going to cover this one. Is that now? Today, yeah. Is that we are talking about something with respect to what is Swan? Okay. This is, yeah. You are a senior audit. You are the audit senior of the interim audit. What we are doing, we are talking in terms of, we are discussing in terms of interim audit. Is it right? This is where we have to be very focused when what is the role and what we are doing. If you are doing final audit, if you are doing interim audit, the concepts will change. Okay, the approach will change. The company introduces, see what they are saying. They are talking about that they have introduced the new system. Right? They have introduced what they have done. They have introduced the new system as such. At the beginning of this financial year, you have discussed the new system with the sales director and noted the following 2 points. They have introduced the new system, and we have to focus on how best we can take forward the new system. What is the first point they say? They said that existing and new customers, is it right? See, they are mixing up, is it right? They should be, for existing customers, the audit approach should be different. For new customers, the audit approach should be different, is it right? Fine, no problem, we'll cover this. Then input their orders into computerized order forms of Swan website. The order, instantly we cannot introduce a new system, is that? Parallelly, we have to continue with the old system and new system. Once we have satisfied with the new system, then there will be a transformation from the old system to the new system. Is that these things have to be very, these are the important points, is that? The order notes of the items requested, is it? What they are saying when we are inputting the others, they are talking in terms of the order notes, the items requested, the billing and sales address, that's good, and the customer number. If any, this is mandatory. You should have a unique number. Okay, you should have a unique customer number. The system checks whether goods are in stock and approve the orders instantly. If so, fine, that's good. The order is forwarded automatically to the sales department to be prepaid. Is it right? The orders, if they will follow it to the, this is the first point. Fine. Based on that, when an order is ready to send out, is it right? What they do, the sales department again inputs, is it right? Input the details. No, is it? We have to cross check with the order. We should not do it again. Is it? They should not have times they should not have inputs. Is that it should be only at one primary one time primary location. Is that fine? And if the matches the order, a goods outward note is produced and invoicing department is, or means why where the moment see you there is one order already that has been generated in the system, and again we should not generate a new order, okay, sales order. No, that's not the more appropriate thing. Staff experience multiple issues of goods outward notes not matching with the system. Is it fine? Is it? Because definitely if you have a counter inputs, definitely it will not work, and often resorted to simply printing the order and using as a goods outward. It should be generated automatically. One time order should be exist till the end. Okay, they should not have multiple entry systems. The printed order is then taken to the invoicing department for invoice. Which order they are taking to the invoicing department? The one which has been generated by the sales. Is it right? The sales outward. Is it? The goods outward. Is it? Now, these are the things you should have as an interior auditor. You have to be very focused on this point. In the examination, you have to underline this, highlight the things, and subsequently we have to work on those areas as such. Fine. Now the partner has requested you that you document the new system fully during the interim audit. What we should take note of that. She wants the system's notes to be easy to update. Yes, that's very simple, and contains an element of evaluation. Means you see that the evaluation means you should have the feedback. Okay, you should have the feedback. Is that's what it's on. Now, fine, means one side they are talking in terms of the one side we are initially we are talking about how the orders has been input and what are the details we are going to take. In the second point we are talking about how it is going to be delivered and subsequently it will be executed. Is that? Now what is that? What are the questions? Is that for every question the best approach is while making a preparation, is that you have to be focused on all the 4 points. If you are focusing on all the 4 points, you are going to have a complete revision on that aspect. Is it? We should not think that yes, this is the right answer and we have to ignore the other options. So all the options you have to study carefully. What they say in relation to orders received through the website, which of the following control objective? See, make it a point. There are 3 different things. One, you are talking in terms of control. The second, we are talking in terms of test of control. And the third, we are talking in terms of substance. Is that? Take these 2 into consideration right now. Is it? Control objectives and test of controls. Okay. Now, what is there when we are talking about what are the control objectives? Now, which is related to what? That is which is related to what? The first one, it says the goods are sold to customers with good credit rating. We are not talking about the things, is it? When we say it's a good credit ratings, where it is applied, fine. It is one, we are receiving the orders. Is that we are talking about the receiving the orders, and we are very much specifically in terms of inputs. Is that data which is going to be inputted. Now, when you are talking in terms of good, this is related to the customers. Is that this is related to the customer? Most probably, we are going to cover this control objective in term, we are nowhere we are discussing about any amounts, is it right? We are nowhere there is no mention about the amounts, is it right? This is specifically with respect to what? With respect to receivables. Is it right? We are talking about that whether we are focusing on the orders. Is it? Means this is related to receivables. Fine. Now, the company is able to fulfill the orders. Is it? The company is able to fulfill the orders. Customers do not exceed the credit limits. This is also with respect to what? Receivables. Is it right? When you are receivables, or we can put it as in terms of the credit limits, is it right? We are talking in terms of what? We are talking about in terms of credit limits, is it right? That point we are not discussing here. Okay, that is it. Now we are discussing only about the how we are going to accept the orders. Changes in customer data are authorized. Is that we are not talking about anything with respect to master file also. Is that we are not talking about anything. We should have a master file which has to be accessed by the responsible person. Is it right? That also we are not talking. We are not talking about any changes as such. Is it? Now when we do the things, what we in these circumstances, in this situation, we are very much concerned. We are very much talking about what? We are talking in terms of input the order. This has been given here. Is it right? We are talking about the input the orders as such. We are focusing on what? We are focusing on the orders. The means the company is able to fulfill the orders which has given by the customers. Is it right? With respect to the things which are going to be accepted. Okay, this is the first part. Means you should have, that's what it says, we should have a clear-cut strategy about how we have to understand all the points as such. Very focused. In the examination also, it is the same thing. One point is very specifically related to the given scenario. Your audit, the second one, your audit junior has identified 4 possible risks arising from the use of printed order as the goods outward notes. See, we are talking about what? We are talking about again they are generating another goods outward note, and subsequently they are talking about what? Hand delivery to the invoice. They should not have any hand delivery, or they should not have any. See, it has to be, when you are talking about the system, when you are talking about the automation, automatically it has to be processed through the system as such. They should not have any manual intervention. Is it right? Now, what they say, which 2 of the below risk arise from the identified system deficiency? Is it? Now, what they are doing, they are generating the outward note, and they are handing over to the invoicing department personally. Is it right? Now, when you do the things, what we have to very much specific about how the things will work. Is it? Now, they are generating. Is it? Goods orders are not fulfilled. Orders are not fulfilled. It is at the time of accepting the order. Is it right? Accepting the order. Again, this is not related to the dispatchers. Okay, this is the goods are sent out but not invoiced. Definitely, is it right? What we are doing? We are generating another order. Is that a new order? Now, what happened? You have to match it. Is it right? You have to match it with the initial order. Is it why we have to take that into consideration? I told you in the beginning that once you have to input at once, subsequently the same order we have to continue till it is delivered, accepted, invoiced, and even at the time of payment. We should not, is it right? We should not have another thing. This is one of the risk. Yeah, goods are invoiced but not sent out. Is that we are talking? We are talking about the outward note. Is it right? Outward note. This is with respect to what goods are invoiced. This is which has been ordered, has been accepted. Is it right? Order has been accepted. Order. What they are doing? They are taking the order. They are again they are going to generate another outward note, and they are mismatching. Things will be more complicated. Is it right? Next, this is with respect to what? This is with respect to what? This is with respect to the order accepting. The goods are invoiced but not sent out. Is it? We are talking in terms of at the time of accepting the order. Now you see the thing. What is the risk? Goods outward note, and what are the below risk? Wrong goods are sent to customers. Is it right? Wrong goods are sent to customers. When you are saying wrong goods are sent to customers, definitely what happens in this case? There are going to be two orders. Is it right? There are going to be two orders. The first order is taken at the time of acceptance, and the second order is self-generating order. Definitely what will happen? It will have a mismatch. When you have the mismatch, definitely there will be a element of risk as such. Is it? Means what are the answers? Goods are sent out but not invoiced. Is it right? But not invoiced, and wrong goods are sent to the customers. Is it? Means now you can understand, once you have generated a primary order the first time, again that order should not be changed as such. You are reviewing the audit. Next one, you are reviewing the audit plan for test of controls over invoicing, which reads. Is it? What is they are talking about the thing? Observe the invoicing clerk to ensure that prices are checked to the official price list. Is that official price list? Means you are reviewing the audit plan for test of control. See that I told you, you have two things. One is test control, and another is test of control. Test of control is nothing but we are testing the controls, whether the control exists and applied or not, whether the controls are in process or not. Is it right? That is the basic concept of a control and a test of control. In the examination, they will ask you one question: the difference between control and test of control. At least, or they will ask what is the test of control and what is the substantive procedures. In one of my videos, I have given the explanation for that. Again, wherever it is possible, I will do. Then observe what it says. What is it? We are reviewing the audit plan for test of controls. Is it? Observe the invoicing. Is it? See, the moment you say test of controls means you have to review. You have to review whether the controls. We have to review whether the controls are in place or not. Is that? We are not talking about the observations. Is that? We are not talking about the observation. Observe the invoicing clerk to ensure that prices are checked to the official price list. Is it right? This is what this is related to what? This is related to accuracy. Whether the prices are it has been prices are checked or not with the official price. This is related to the accuracy. Fine. Now, review a sample of invoices to ensure that numerical sequence. Is that review? What we are doing? Review. We are testing the controls. Is that? We are reviewing. Is that? A sample of invoices to have what? To have a numerical sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequence is there or not. Is that? Means they will see that yes, it has been generated through the system and it has been sequentially worked. That is the test of. If something is missing in between, definitely we will take that into consideration. Is it? Test of the numerical sequence. Fine. Review a sample of goods outward notes to ensure that they have been matched to sales invoices. Is that what we are doing? We are reviewing a sample of, see, we are matching, is that you have to match it, is it right? We have matching. What we are matching? We are test of control, is that we are match a sample of goods out notes to ensure that the match with the sales invoice. If goods outward note, is it right? We use the goods, is it right? Goods outward note. If goods outward note, is it right? If goods outward note is matched with what? If matched with the sales invoices, definitely what we are doing, we are testing the controls, whether the same products and the quantity price is matched with the goods outward note. So that it is a test of control. If there is any mismatching is there, we will take that into consideration. Is it? Right? Take this one. Fine. Review a sample of sales invoices to verify evidence. Is it? And the calculations were checked before they are sent to the customers. Is that? Is the moment you are talking about calculations, is that it is applicable for all the module as such. Is that the moment we say it is a calculation, it is nothing but it is related to accuracy. Is it? It is related to what? It is related to accuracy. Is it? The answers are what? The answers are 2 and B and C. Next one. What they are saying? Your audit junior is seeking to understand when deficiencies in internal control will be judged to be significant and therefore should be reported to those charged with the governance. Is it right? If there is a significant deficiency, we have to know what they say. See, what is the keyword? Deficiencies in internal control would be judged to be significant. If it is significant, it has to be reported to whom? To the charged with the governance. Which two of the following factors which influence your judgment of whether the control deficiencies identified by Swan are significant? Is it? Which are significant? See, when we are talking about significant, materiality is very important. Material misstatements, is that this is the key word. You focus on these words, automatically what will happen? The entire concept will be understood very easily. Material misstatement, is right. Material misstatement means definitely if material misstatement is on the higher side, you have that percentages also, is it right? 1% of sales, 5% of profits, is that 2% of the assets, 2 to 5%? Is that there is a range as a material misstatement? Which of the following will influence your judgment? Is that we'll say it's a judgment, but judgment is also based on the clear-cut assumption. The likelihood of material statement is resulting. That means there should be some lead should be there. It is that then only the material misstatement has to exist. Is that the likelihood, the possibility? Is that the possibility of the material misstatement is resulting? Is that this is the first one. Next, what is it? The fact that the system is new. See, we are not talking about the system is new or system is old. Whether the system is new or system is old, there will be deficiencies. Okay, that's very clear. Don't say that. See, yeah, I will write here. Even in the old system, is it right? Even in the old system, there is no guarantee that there is 100% accuracy. We cannot go with that. Is it right? Even the old system, what will happen? The deficiency will exist. Is it? The deficiency will exist. Is that so you should not pinpoint and you should not highlight that only in the new system it will happen. Okay. Fine. Next, the number of deficiencies are identified. That's very important. Is that how many deficiencies are identified? See, the rule says that we have to decrease. We cannot make it zero, but we have to reduce the errors to the acceptable level. Is it right? We cannot say that we cannot say that the system will be completely proof error free system will exist. Is it? How we are going to, what is your judgment and when we have to report it? If the number of deficiencies identified are high, is it right? High, irrespective of the material, is it? Are high in numbers, is it? Are high in numbers, definitely we have to make a judgment that it is going to be more significant. The fact that the deficiencies are associated with the sales, it is not deficiencies associated with the only one sales system. It is deficiency is going to be associated with the overall system. Is that we are not doing the audit for only for the sales or the we are doing a financial audit. When you are doing a financial audit, we have to be very clear perspective. We should not focus only on a one specific area as such. Is that the answers are what? The answers are it is the likelihood of the material misstatement resulting and the number of deficiencies identified. Now you can understand. See the thing. This is the way we are very much clear about the things. You have to understand each and every concept, how it is applicable and how it is going to be reflected. Every recording I will discuss one section, one scenario based question, 10 marks each. Okay, so that you can focus on that. It will be a short one, it will be very, very clear one. Is that? Next, what it says, in the light of the partners requesting documentation. Is it? They are asking you to have a documentation. You are considering different options for recording the system. In a light of the audit partner request concerning documentation, what documentation you have done, you are considering different options for recording the system. See, make it sure, is that we are doing as automation. Make it sure we are using the system as such. Is it? Now we are talking about the software. Focus on that. Is it? Which of the following recording methods most suited for her requirements? Is it? What is a computerized internal control evaluation questionnaire? Is it right? What we are doing, we have used somewhere evaluation. Is it right? Evaluation, internal control evaluation questionnaire. Means you should see, we are talking about the test of controls. Is it right? We are talking about the test of controls. Means once you are talking about test of controls, we should have the control, we should have the evaluation. It is, see what we are doing, see the thing, mostly automatically we are discussing in terms of an interior audit. Is it right? In interior audit. Is it? Now, first, this is one of the clue. We are talking in terms of we are talking in terms of the test of controls. Is right? Next, we are taking in terms of evaluation. Is it right? And we are asking in terms of a questionnaire. Is it right? See, automatically automatically things are very clear. Is that automatically things are very clear? Means we are when we are talking about the documentation, is that documentation has been done on different aspects. Is it right? We are talking about the flow charts. We are talking about the narrative notes. Is it right? Yeah. One of the things, which of the following recording method most best suited, is it right? Her requirements. Computerized narrative notes are you are writing it running notes, is it right? You are writing a running notes, fine, is it right? Running, you can understand, but other people should also understand, is that? That's very important. Is that you are understanding, it is for your understanding. A flow chart is nothing but how the decisions will flow from top to bottom, and is it at top to bottom, and how it is going to flow from left to right, is that? It's only a symbolic presentation, is that? Copying the computer company's control manual, why we straight away, is it right? Straight away you have to remove this. You have to do, your views are important. It is not you are talking about the computer manual, is it? Within this scenario, what is that? The internal control evaluation. Okay, this is the way. Every other point of time, I'll post a video with respect to one of the scenarios and how we have to work it. A small videos of 30 minutes. Okay, a small video, maximum 30 minutes it will be done, and you can if any request is there, you need any point which you are going to be discussed, just post it on the comment section, and hopefully I will work on that. Okay, thank you so much. In the end, I'll say that like it, subscribe it, and share it. Thank you so much.